Wow, it feels weird not opening this up to the bam music. So, yeah, kind of a shock to the system that, but anyway, we're going to Tartarus tonight. Let's go. Let's get started early on completing our final task, to reach the top of Tartarus in 30 days. Generally not that difficult of a task to do, there's only one more block left. Though if you haven't completed the previous block by now, which is actually totally possible, this might give you a tough time. In fact, technically speaking, I mean, it's kind of funny. Technically speaking, all of Tartarus is actually optional up until now, which means that it's totally possible for you to have reached this point and not even got past the first block yet. I mean, it'd be extremely difficult for that to happen, but it's technically possible. Of course, a new block means new requests. I also need to register a bunch of personas, but not either of you. The Jekarabia I have, I believe, is the one that got Absorb Winds, so we're going to want to keep that, obviously. Register you. I do need Loki once I am able to fuse Susanoo. These two I'm probably just going to get rid of. Anyway, if you've been keeping up with requests so far, there actually aren't that many left in the game, and there actually aren't that many new ones. Ugh, that one still annoys me. We can actually do this now, retrieving 3 platinum medals. They show up in this block, so I might as well accept that. And then we have this one, the only newly added request at this point in the game. Yeah, that pretty much speaks for itself. It's often said that by the time you're able to defeat the Reaper, you pretty much don't need 5 million yen. I really could use that at this point in the game. I won't be starting that until I've completely finished the next block, though. That'll be the next thing that I do after that. It is recommended, though, that you don't leave this until the very end of the game, because while it does say here that the reward is 5 million yen, there are actually 2 rewards for this. A second one that the game doesn't even tell you about, and that is the real reward for beating the Reaper. And it's why we want to do it relatively early. As in, you're generally expected to be able to beat the Reaper like at maximum level. With the Thunder Rain Sheep strategy, you can do it at around the mid-70s, and that's what I intend to do. So, yeah, but before then, though, I'll need to grind Odin until he learns Spellmaster, which might actually take a little while. I wonder if I should actually get Odin back just in preparation for that. Maybe I should, now that I think about it. So I'm actually going to go in here and dismiss these 2 useless well, I mean, Balrog's going to be useful eventually, but not until we reach the 80s. I should actually mention that the higher levels, like basically every level after 70, they go by very, very quickly, especially with access to the second reward for the Reaper, let's just say. So I think I might actually, depending on how much money I have, I might see if I can get Odin back, just because I am going to need to grind you relatively soon. You're quite expensive. But you are actually only a couple of levels off learning Spellmaster, I might as well go for that. It's actually fairly cheap by the standards of personas at this point in the game, which are slowly reaching the 200,000 yen mark. So with that, I'm going to sort through my party and their items. So for this area of Tartarus, I want to bring Akihiko, Mitsuru, and Koromaru. Reason being, you actually definitely want either Junpei or Koromaru here, because there are a lot of enemies that are weak to fire. Also, I do have better knuckles now, the Crusher Fist. Do I have anything better than Kakui's Vestment? It does. Oh wow, I have the silver plate. Oh, okay, right, that's what that was. Also have the Kaiser armor. Might as well equip that. I'm sure I've got better than the RC Getter. I've got Killer Cleats and the Shoes of Bane, which are probably going on Mitsuru. And I kind of feel like Akihiko needs SP at this point more than he does HP, so do I have any more Wizard's Marks, or I just have the Mage's Marks? Let's see. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Now for Mitsuru, let's see what you've got in terms of equipment. Another Kakui's Vestment. I wonder who's going to get that silver plate. I should maybe give that to someone like... You know what, I kind of feel like Gary Stu needs it. Sexy heels, evade strike medium. No, shoes of Bane is actually better for you. And for now, I'll just keep those on. Also, I need to actually add you two to the party, which I forgot to do. And you... And I'm going to go to... I'll sort that out later. I think I've pretty much done everything I can with your equipment, so I'm going to add you. And I just realized something kind of dumb. So you might notice Gary still has the spirit braces. We now have the sacrificial idol, which is better in every way, so I'm going to equip that. And I might as well put the better armor on you. Oh, no, wait, I like that SP bonus. I do like that SP bonus. Okay, I might as well, if that's the case, put the, this thing on Mitsuru, but I might actually switch it to Yukari afterwards. And with that, we should be ready to head in. Now, the enemies in this block can be quite dangerous at first, like every set of enemies in a new block. And I love how we can actually see that there is one more block now. Because we definitely know that there is a top now, and that it's coming up soon. So, this is as far as we can warp up, so I'll just quickly cut until we get to the barricade. So here we are at floor 214, and here we are at the very end of the Disco Rave Party. This is the last time, well, first and last time we'll ever get to see a barricade being cleared in this type of scenery, and take one good look at Disco Raveland, because it's soon going to be time to leave here. I'm going to leave the generic music on, because I really like how it sounds in the next block. So, let's proceed to the final area of Tartarus. It's a bit of a surreal feeling knowing that I'm finally here. Finally recording the very last part of Tartarus. So, we already know where the boss is right off the bat, the 220th floor, which actually isn't very far off. And there are only around 5 more bosses left. And just for reaching the start of the 6th block, we get a level up on the Judgment Arcana. This one's a very unique plot-based social link, and in fact the only social link that ranks up in Tartarus. So yeah, it reaches level 2 now. And awesome music time. Yeah, we already have the... Well, it's more like a ramp than stairs this time. Wait, is this... Oh, no, this is obviously not the... I thought for a second this was all that there was on the floor. But anyway, that could have ended very badly. Oh, great. This can definitely end very badly. Of course, you'd be my first batch of enemies. Slaughter Drive, I'm not too worried about. They're not really all that bad. The Death Dice, though, they can be pretty terrifying if you leave them unattended, so I'm going to just try and scan that, and then I'm going to equip, let's see, okay, Thanatos, no, you're weak to one of them. So yeah, big Death Dice, they use instant death elements, and I'm sure that I have someone here who's immune to both of them. Yes, you are with your Null Dark, so I'm going to be switching to Siegfried. Definitely a good idea to have personas that are immune to Light and Dark on hand here. So, one of them's obviously weak to that, and that is the Drive, which is why I wasn't worried about it. So, they are weak to Ice, Mitsuru does well here, but they have Hammer on, Mudo on, and the multi-targeting versions. These things are aptly named and very, very scary. You want to take them out quickly, because they can really wreak havoc on your entire party. But that was a pretty efficient battle. I'll scan you later, but yeah, the Death Dice are what I'm really worried about. That was so much smoother than my first battle with them went on the practice attempt, where everyone except Gary Stu died. And yes, we're actually seeing 9 cards now. And with that, instantly, your Lunga is leveled up and learned Repel Light. Now you join my Immune to Both Instant Death Club. But you have so many good skills, I'm really not sure what to do here. So, this is your last skill, so you don't really need this as much anymore, but I'd kind of like to keep you leveled up a bit. I have other personas with Mind Charge, so I guess I don't really need that. So I'll just go with the Repel Light there, and yeah, that'll be your final skill set. I was worried about that. Well, it wasn't a preemptive, thankfully.
Watch out! There are 4 enemies.
4 unknown enemies as well. So we have the Bigoted Maya, our requisite Maya for this area, and the Amenti Raven. So, I think I'll just scan the Maya.
Give me a sec. I'll scan
The
the
Maya's
target.
really not that big of a threat. The Ravens can be. They're another instant death user. So, I'm actually going to switch to Yolunga just because I might want to try and show that off. So, the Ravens are also, though, weak to this. So see why I brought Akihiko here.
It's weak against fire. Try Agi skills.
Thankfully, these don't repel or absorb electricity, but they are strong against it, and they're weak to fire, which is why I brought Koromaru. In terms of actual skills, they're pretty basic and don't really do all that much. And yes, Koromaru's going to show his stuff here, hopefully. Hopefully he won't be an idiot.
You really are smart.
Well, he's being smart this time. Let's go. That one is shock, but that doesn't matter. It'd be kind of funny if the all-out attack was critical, but it didn't. Nice job, Koromaru. Unfortunately, no 9 cards this time. Really? We're gonna merge. Oh, we changed our mind. That happens quite a bit on this floor. And we've got a chest here, and a shadow that I'm going to get, and the kind of ramps in the middle of these floors look quite strange here.
There are 2 enemies.
Still cool looking though, and now we have the green sigil.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
I've actually forgotten what you're weak to. I think I vaguely remember though. Shows they're not really that much of a threat, except for this. This can be annoying. Uh-oh. Oh no! Mitsuru has fallen victim to our own medicine.
It's weak against fire.
So
Use
yeah,
Agi
weak to
skills.
fire, and of course you charm the only one who had fire, great. And repel light, drain electricity. Really the scariest thing about the Marin Carrot, because at this point in the game you probably have access to full healing. Koromaru thankfully doesn't. Oh no, Mitsuru, what are you... What was I just saying? So thankfully...
Kuro-chan's wagging his tail at the enemy.
Wow. I've never actually heard Fuka say that before. That's really bizarre. Oh, that's actually a pretty good quote. Anyway, never heard that one before.
He's left.
Let's just Maraki Dime them. Save Mitsuru and Koromaru from themselves here.
The enemy is down. Now's your chance.
I've been waiting for this.
I think this means that, yeah, only him and Akihiko can actually do this, which is going to be more than enough anyway. While the other two just stand on the sidelines going, no! Don't kill our friends!
Great battle.
Wagging his tail on the enemy. That's such a weird way to say that he's been charmed. Actually, so like, I haven't... Okay, another level up. Odin, nice! Oh yeah, you have growth 3! That I should definitely bring you here. Why was I even regretting it in the first place? Itaden Sandals, okay then. What I was saying is I haven't played quite enough of Persona 5 to get to where Morgana would give a lot of unique navigator lines. I am really looking... I'm looking for some shoes here, actually. I'm really looking forward to the kind of things that she has to... Well, that's pretty cool. They're probably better than the color cleats. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the kinds of comments she has on random party members getting status, because... Well, actually he. I'm pretty sure Morgana is male. They are identified as boyish voice in the opening sequence. And they are, I think, stated to be male in the Japanese version. But a lot of stuff keeps them gender ambiguous. And you getting a preemptive strike is not good. At least they're being idiots and using their regular attacks. Seriously, what did you just... Why? I won't question it, and I'm glad you didn't just decide to Mudo on everyone, but still. You're weak to light, too. That could have been really disastrous if they've all decided to hum on Gary Sue. I could have lost 3 homunculi right there. And you guys are... Yeah, you're weak to ice. So, I can actually demo Gabriel here. I don't think I showed Gabriel before.
There are 3 enemies left.
So, get him, Gabby! The way he says that is actually kind of a bit weird sounding. Kind of hard to describe, but just something about it just sounds like he's been punched while he's saying it.
Good job.
But yeah, definitely ice those things quickly, because they can really do some serious damage if you leave them unchecked. Well, that was an interesting merge. Picked the right card anyway, though. And I believe we're still on the first area.
My skill level has increased.
Nice one, Mitsuru. And yeah, these enemies just keep respawning. So there's only 5 floors to go until the boss, and you're a new
There are
enemy.
2 of them. Attack. Give me a sec.
So this
I'll
hopefully
scan the
shouldn't take too long. These things look very cool, though. Let's see. I'm going to be preemptively equipping Seth, because I know what they're weak to. So, come on, scan. Work. That could be okay, but they could be dead long before you get a chance to use that.
It's weak against fire.
So they are weak to fire, and these things look extremely cool, let me just say. I know that eye patch and helmet is probably meant to be a reference to Date Masamune, but they are seriously giving me a Dirk vibe. But yeah, evade, slash, strike, and pierce like most of the Samurai Shadows, and they don't, thankfully they don't have anything like Vorpal Blade, but they do have power charge, attempt to slash. But yes, they are weak to fire.
I couldn't finish it off.
So Koromaru, if you would do the honors, okay, please don't be an idiot. Okay, 1 down.
Good boy. You
Oh, I knew they'd die long before Mitsuru got to use her Mind Charge, but I didn't realize they died that quickly. Let's go, Koromaru. Even though these things are insanely awesome and I just really, really hate to kill them, but yeah. We must press on. About 3 9 cards. Yeah, you're still that one. And we have reached level 70, finally. A few more personas are unlocked here, but we want to go even higher, obviously. I might actually have to use a different file and test what the best level to be fighting the final boss at is. Because I don't want to grind too much, although I do really want to show the level 90 persona at the very least, because it's actually a very important one. So I just hope that I don't make that fight too easy. But for now, let's just not think about that. Let's think about instead firing you. And I think the other one's weak to fire as well. Probably should use Maragi died, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Actually, maybe it would have. Can Koromaru pick up the slack here? Well, that's 1 down. And that should be 2 down. You know what makes perfect sense that the green enemy is weak to fire? Because, you know, not just Pokemon weaknesses, but also currently Fire Emblem, because they've decided to color code the weakness system with Pokemon colors now. Which, admittedly, is actually pretty convenient. Random tangent, but I'm starting to wonder if one day some of the unique spells and weapons that have only been in Heroes, like things like Blah Raven, Gronblade, and the weapon triangle boosting physical weapons, I wonder if they'll show up in in an actual main Fire Emblem game in the future. Okay, you're new.
Enemy. Attack.
Death Castle.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
That's pretty much all there is to say there. I don't know why, but for some reason that sounds like the name of a really, really bad movie. Or like a really cheesy bad movie that's just so bad it's good. Death Castle. Well, I know you blocked that.
The enemy's weak against wind.
Oh yeah, like most castle enemies, you are weak to wind. It's such a common thing. Castle enemies are usually weak to wind, and you have Ice Ant, Marzeodine. Of course, I knew you would have Mudo on, because anything with death in its name here usually has that. If you're wondering why I seem to be hesitant in talking about this thing's weaknesses, it's because this thing never showed up in my practice attempts. I didn't even know it was here. Wow, it has a lot of HP. Wow, a really lot of HP. And it repels both instant death elements, so I've got to do this the hard way. But a lot of HP and weak to wind. I do not feel bad about using this. These are the situations that Panta Ray is made for, and I probably should have used
The
Dawn
enemy
for
is
that.
down. Now's your chance.
Oh well. Will this do more or less damage than using Panta Ray a second time? Maybe I should have used Panta Ray a second time, actually. That probably did more, but I think I probably should have switched to Norn and used Panta Ray a second time. Almost down, though. Please don't... You're not gonna get a chance to make use of that. Well, at least I didn't hit Akihiko.
Don't overdo it.
And Akihiko immediately heals. Nice one. I think we can just
If
rush
you
it
get
now.
into trouble, run.
Come on, please destroy it now. The Death Castle is dead! So yeah, that was a new experience.
My skills have improved.
Another level up. And another small shadow, which probably means a, if that's another Death Castle. It is another Death Castle!
Enemy, attack.
Don't know why, that is just so fun to say. Let's just compare how much damage Norn does with Panta Ray compared to Sibylle.
You found the enemy's
Yeah,
weakness.
quite considerably more.
I've been waiting.
That is about equal to the all-out attack damage. Well, yeah, this is the first time in a very long time we've seen an enemy that survived an all-out attack. Don't know if that's going to help, Mitsuru.
It's still alive.
Yeah, I thought you'd Akidine. And we can just rush it now.
You're all so powerful. Good job.
Just suddenly got really nostalgic thinking that... I don't know if nostalgic is the right word, but just thinking that... These are some of the last times we'll be hearing Baby Baby Baby. It's just such a weird battle theme, but it just was really catchy.
There are two of them.
Wait, I don't think I got a chance to scan you last time. No, I did not, so let's
Give me a
try
sec.
that.
I'll scan the target.
We do know they're weak to Zeo, though.
I command thee.
Once again, I don't think you're going to get much of a chance to do that.
It's weak against electricity.
Yeah, so it is, repels fire, it has Mudo, and it has Garudine, and I don't know why Evil Smile's there. It's just there for some reason. So yeah, you can probably tell why I brought Akihiko here now, and Koromaru. A lot of things weak to fire and electricity here, and a few things weak to ice, so this party's quite decent for this area.
I've been waiting.
I think the Death Castle is the only thing here that's weak to wind, so yeah, really not that much reason to bring Yukari unless you really, really want the healing. I think I've got enough healing on Akihiko and Mitsuru. Once again, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 experience cards. I actually kind of lost that a little bit, and I had a feeling that I was going to pick the Persona card, but I did not, thankfully. Well, let's go up this ramp. Just because it's there. Wow, this floor is actually getting quite big. Haven't seen any gold things yet, though.
There's one
I
enemy.
don't think I scanned you last time, either. Ironically, you're also weak to electricity.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target. It's weak against electricity.
It does have Power Charge Deathbound, so you do need to watch out for that, and also Tetracon to block physical attacks on its teammates, and and also Mataru Kaja. But that's not going to matter because it's going to be dead now.
I've been waiting for this. Okay, now.
Thinking about how this thing must have a really hard life if its arms are literally swords.
Did you see that, Shinji?
Oh, I'm just going to pick this thing up. Oh, I stabbed it. Wow, that is very fast. Yep, the experience card was there, though. So nothing there. Please... Okay, thankfully there was a chest. Not a rare one, though, but just a normal chest. And what do we got here? We have more sigils. So, let's see what's in the chest.
My skill level has increased.
Well, level up for Mitsuru. And Ergo Armor. That's, another one for Igus. Wait, no, wasn't that Ergo Scale? Let me just check. I don't think I've actually shown that off either, now that I think about it. Yeah, it looks like it's just an Igus only thing. Well, let's just show this, just for the sake of showing an alternate costume. So yeah, there's Garisu's winter outfit. Not really anything too major, it's pretty similar to his school uniform, but still. There's a closer look at it. Don't know if I've shown the summer outfit yet or not. Actually, I think I have. It's basically just the exact same as the uniform outfit without the jacket.
Great battle.
I'll have to see if there are any other outfits on other characters that I need to show off. That was not what I wanted at all. And I think I should be trying to... I don't even think I found the stairs yet. Or I might have. You are no threat at all. And we have another chest. What is it gonna be? Really? More Ergo Armor? Well, I guess it will be cell fodder. With this big zigzaggy corridor. But let's keep... You know what, I'm gonna fight you anyway. Why is Akihiko not here?
3 enemies.
Oh good, 9 money cards. I wonder if one of them will give me more money than the other. That's a pretty good amount of money. Let's see what we're sitting at the moment. We are sitting at 420,000. We have made up the money that we spent on Odin and much more. But yeah, that's only been a couple of floors, so let's keep going. It's pretty close though. The gaps between the bosses here are getting much, much smaller.
There are 2 of them. Attack! It's weak.
Okay, you have Hammer Boost. I might as well try this. And it worked!
Good job.
Actually gonna go for the 9 money card this time. So, what's through this? Okay, there's an exit point, which I don't need anymore, because Fuka is now a living, breathing exit point that I can use any time.
There are 3
And
enemies.
you guys
Be
are
careful.
just looking for some Seth action. That one ended up in the 5th spot both times. And we... Okay, bead's pretty good. Whenever I get that, I keep seeing it as bread. I'm like, oh, we got bread? Or, oh, right, bead. below there, and there's some stairs too.
There are 2 enemies.
And you're also asking for some Seth action. Just realized if a 9 weapon card ever shows up, I might as well try and see what that is. And nice level up for Koromaru. I'll have to check at the end of this session just how much we've got for everyone. Speaking of this session, I think I'm actually going to be doing 2 Tartarus bosses this visit.
There are 3 enemies.
Yeah, let's just go for Yolunga. Well, you weren't the one I wanted to hit with ice anyway.
Don't let your guard down.
That actually worked out pretty well, because I got an all-out attack out of it.
I've been waiting for this. Okay, now!
Okay, I did say I'd try and do a 9 weapon card. Ascalon. I think we might already have that. Let's see if we already have that. Oh yeah, there's Charon's hammer. We actually got that from the side quest. That's a big, heavy, gold-looking hammer, but I kind of prefer Mjolnir. Where is that Ascalon, though? Oh, there it is. 271 attack power, plus 4 luck, famous sword that slayed a dragon. That's pretty much every game that has Ascalon in it usually describes it that way. 92 accuracy. I just want to check something though, because we do have a good lance as well. The Otogine. Pretty good accuracy actually, plus 5 endurance. Should we go with that, or should we go with... You know what, I'm going to go with that, actually, for the moment. Gonna have to get used to a little bit of new timing here. And I'm going to give you the Ascalon. So, let's go ahead and... Although that is plus 40 SP, which I like. And Ascalon is not plus 40 SP. Yeah, to be honest, I use you more for that than for your regular attacks, so I'm just going to go with that. And I just realized that by not equipping that on Gary's 2, I've actually lost quite a bit of SP. Because, yeah, I was combining the plus 40 SP sword with some other SP items. But I kind of want to use one of these lances. Also, we have Spearmaster on Abaddon, and I might want to try that out at some point. Speaking of which, I'm going to have to do a quick check of how Abaddon's going. And that's the wrong button. So let's see, Abaddon is... You are very close. I'm going to need to register you to the compendium very, very soon, because I want to farm that hard item so badly. Like, I really want to farm that hard item. It is just so good, and I want lots and lots of it.
Watch out! There are 4 enemies.
I keep going for ages. Odin. This might be a good time for Odin. And, oh yeah, you've still got a long way to go before Spellmaster. But at least I can actually just do Muzzyonga. That's gonna be enough. That is a heck of a lot of damage for not even a dying spell.
Good job.
And I'll be changing out of this armor after we get to... It's tempting, but I'm going to go for the coin card instead, I think. Yeah, cards can now go up after they've combined.
My skills have improved.
Another level up. I don't want to get ambushed, so I'm going to take you out. You're a castle, aren't you? No, you're just a death dice.
There's 1 enemy. Keep it up.
You know, something that I just thought about after hearing Gary Sue make a Persona call, I can now mention this also, Lucky Sevens.
Great battle.
He's voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, and Pharos and Ryoji are also voiced by Yuri Lowenthal. In a lot of ways that makes sense, because when you think that the Death Shadow got its own human emotions out of being
My skill
sealed
level has
inside the
increased.
protagonist, then it makes sense that he got his voice from the protagonist too.
It seems
A big group of enemies that are all weak to fire showing up at the same time. Yeah, that is great.
there are 3 enemies left.
Someone to be careful about a baton though. Such a short Persona call.
That's the way.
The enemy's down. Let's finish this. You'll fall by my hand.
Great battle.
Well, this time I can probably safely go for that 9-weapon card. And what do we got here? Another Autogine, which I don't need because I have one on Ken and one on Gary Sue, who are the only people who can use them in the party. Damascus Rapier. Okay, is that better than what Mitsuru would have if she had Ascalon? Let's see. Wow! That is really strong. And also Deadly versus Emperor is hilarious because of Akihiko. You know what? Just for that alone, I'm probably gonna... I like the plus 40 SP, but... that is a very strong weapon, and again, it's just so thematic that she'd get the Deadly versus Emperor weapon. Abilities like that are totally random, but still. Enemies on the next floor, which really means there are free healers on the next floor, which is great. Okay, what a... I was like, is that a gold chest? Turns out it was not, but it was a gold shadow. Oh boy. Please don't look directly at us. And poke! Gotcha. This will hopefully be one of the platinum medals.
A surprise attack.
Glorious
There's only
hand.
one.
Technically a new enemy, but they all look the same anyway. And I don't know if anyone's ever managed to scan a hand. I think it just shows nothing anyway.
Run.
But,
Good job.
yeah, usually you want to just attack them immediately because you don't want to risk them running away. So that's one platinum medal. Final armor. I can tell you right now that's not the strongest armor in the game by a long shot, but let's see. Huh, wait a second. Oh, that... wow, that is absolutely not the strongest armor in the game. I already have something better. Resist Pierce is not bad, though. Gonna go ahead and equip that. And I guess I'll just see if there's anything... actually, I want to do a quick check of the baton again. How close are you... oh, you're not, actually. I can afford to get into a couple more battles.
There are 3 enemies. Be careful.
I just realized I don't have enough SP to cast my Buffodine. Dang it. Okay, Mitsuru's going next. Just to make sure she does not screw this up.
Leave it to me. This ends now.
Please hit all of them.
2 enemies left.
Well, that's one. That's 2.
Mitsuru Senpai did it again.
You've done it.
And let's hope this is 3. And yeah, there's no real point in healing Gary Sue's SP because we're going to get a full heal on the next floor anyway.
Down. Let's finish this.
So I might as well save my items.
You'll fall by my hand.
I do have a whole bunch of precious eggs, but yeah. It's just that kind of thing in RPGs with those really rare full heal items that you just really want to hold on to. I probably should start using the precious eggs now, actually, because Somas, I'm going to save those for the final battles, and precious eggs are kind of inferior to them. Might as well get them used now. Power dog suit. Okay, I can actually give you that. Give you to that. Yes, we're giving you to the powered dog suit. No, we're giving this to you. +3 endurance. What do you currently got? +3? Yeah, I'll do that. That's better than what you currently have. Yeah, he seems happy. And another enemy has suddenly spawned in our way.
There are 3 enemies. Be careful.
You know, I just realized I should be using this time to demo Spearmaster if I'm going to be using just regular attacks anyway.
I command thee!
So you saw how much a non-Spearmaster hit did. Oh, and the enemies might just all die anyway because Koromaru and Akihiko will go on a combined rampage together.
Boy, you deserve a treat.
That's like almost literally exactly what certain characters can say to monster allies in Final Fantasy 13-2, which gets really hilarious for the DLC quote-unquote monsters that are actually humans. One of which is the fiancé of one of the playable characters, so that makes it even weirder. And yeah, I did not get to show Spearmaster. I'll try and do that next battle. Well, that was bizarre. I couldn't even keep track of that if I tried, but it turns out I picked the card I wanted to anyway. And the amount of experience we got was nothing, and regardless, so it was pretty pointless. Okay. Just gonna quickly show, I guess, what Spearmaster does. So we did like 170 something last time. Let's see how much we do with Spearmaster. You're slightly closer to the stairs. You will be my guinea pig for this. You don't no, you don't resist that. Okay, let's try this. Spearmaster does a little bit more.
I couldn't finish it off.
The skill description says that it should be doubled, but I don't think it is. And uh-oh, you are not hitting Koromaru, and that could be bad. Yep.
Mitsuru-senpai!
And you were the one with their weakness. See, this is why I don't like these enemies at all. This is why you want to kill them quickly. That's also why you want to kill them quickly. This could be a disaster. Okay, thankfully it missed Akihiko.
Kara-chan defeated an enemy!
Okay, switching to Yorlunga, who is immune to both of them and has Summon Calm, which I don't have enough SP to cast, but I have some revival beads regardless, so I'll just revive her so she doesn't miss out on the experience. Please don't Mudo on everyone again.
I couldn't finish it off.
Uh-oh. Singular Mudo on. Please hit Koromaru. That would be great. Oh no. Please don't do it again. Ha, thank you. And goodbye.
My will is unfailing.
Yes, your will is so unfailing that you came back after being Mudo-oned. And with that, we will continue to the boss floor, and we will go back and heal, and then we'll be taking on this next boss, who shouldn't be too difficult. Basically, no matter what team you bring, you're always at risk of getting weaknesses hit. That's how it goes, because they have the dying spells of every element. Although actually, now that I think about it, they don't have Hamon or Mudo-on, which means that Ken and Koromaru might be good for this fight, neither of them being weak to any of the traditional elements. So yeah, we can now see the final block there. I've already forgot its name. I'll definitely see it once we go back in. But with that, let's go back down here for a full heal. And I could have checked the levels much easily by going into the skills list, but let's check everyone's status here. So let's see, you weren't used there, neither were you. 63. Wow, your next one is at level 71. Akihiko should be, yeah, he's also 63. Dear Rahan at 65. Koromaru also at 63. Your next skill is not until level 67. And yeah, that should be it. Fuka's also level 70, but it's not like that matters at all. So, having completed an area of Tartarus, well, almost, the boss is coming up, gonna go ahead and save here, and then I'll be back here to deal with the boss. While there isn't that much in the way of new personas that I want to fuse now, I think I'm going to wait until we get into maybe the mid-70s before I do another big fusion session. Because there are a few coming up that we're just a little bit off, like Michael, who I will be needing for later. But what I can do now is, I can register a bat into the compendium, because I really want to make sure that I do that, so, like I said, I can farm the hard item, which I really, really want to farm. You're gonna get spell... Yeah, you're quite a bit off that. Okay, I think I'm safe to add everyone. Okay, that's good. So with that... Sorry, Elizabeth, we actually aren't going to be giving you much more business at the moment. We might be because... we might have Abaddon's hard item quite soon, and in that case I'll need to get Abaddon out of the compendium again to get another copy of it. So for this boss, I'd like Koromaru, but I'd also like Ken. Because... Akihiko might be good for this boss, actually. So that's good, Koromaru, Ken, and out of everyone else... You know what, I might bring Yukari because she's got the item that makes her immune to her weakness anyway. So I'll have you as the main healer of the group, even though I already have Ken. But yes, both Ken and Koromaru in the same boss fight. That's actually kind of rare because they usually are the two party members who aren't the best against bosses. But like I said, this boss likes to use all the regular elements, but it doesn't have light or darkness. So since neither of them are weak to any of the normal elements, they're actually our best choices for this. But like I said, no matter who you bring out of anyone else, you are going to risk weakness damage, because these things do use all the elements, like I said before. They also have a pretty scary move in their arsenal. You'll want to bring some slash resistance, or preferably immunity. Yes, these things are Seekers. Unfortunately, they don't have any weaknesses, so unless we get criticals, we're not going to be seeing the silly face.
You have to defeat this one to move on.
Just a random note, but the backdrop here kind of reminds me of Van Gogh's sky painting. I don't know why, it just kind of looks like it. So, Noble Seeker.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Truly the noblest of the Seekers. And like I said, okay, so I might actually be going to Siegfried in this one, because I really want that slash immunity. And let's see, I'm going to go for a power charge. Vorpal Blade won't do as much because we're not in great condition. But power charge should still hit pretty hard, and I was going to put Koromaru on support, oh well. So these things actually have freakishly high endurance, so attacks don't do very much damage to them. They also resist every element except for physical attacks, and as you can see, they've got all the elements and a few more things, like Vorpal Blade. That is very, very scary. Thankfully, Shadows can never be in great condition, because that would be terrifying. If that had critical, we might have seen the, Well, you're an idiot.
I won't lose.
We might have seen the silly face.
Defeated.
Everyone's missing, and you're also an idiot. Thankfully, they don't have any break skills. So, that is going to be very, very good that Yukari's immune to that. Now, okay, we are power charged, but I'm going to have to go ahead and set Koromaru on support. And I'm going to put Yukari on heal support as well. I said heal support.
Leave it to me.
And now we're just going to go for... Deathbound's got that high critical hit ratio, which means higher chance to see the silly face. That's what really matters. Did quite a bit of damage, actually. Fortunately, missed one of them. But this should hopefully prevent further misses. Should mention that you want to put Aegis on heal / support a lot more against bosses now, because she's got a lot of good multi-targeting buffs. Ow.
Hang in there.
This is what I've got Yukari for. Yeah, we're seeing pretty much a grand tour of all the elements here. Okay, probably want to trust Yukari to heal Gary soon. Yeah, see, even a power-charged, yeah, Deathbound didn't really do all that much. But I'm going to go for another one. I was about to say I could go for a mind-charged, like, Magarodite on Norn, but then I realized they resist that, so it's not really that much of a good thing. Okay, going for that again. Ow.
I won't lose.
They are pretty powerful, these enemies. You do want to keep healing as much as you can. Aha! But sometimes they will be dumb, like that. Wow, one of them's still barely even damaged. Do I trust Yukari to heal from this? Yeah, I'd rather go for this for the crit rate. They basically both do the same amount of damage if you're not in great condition. And these things really don't take criticals often. That was kind of pointless. Okay, I should probably switch Koromaru on attacking now that I think about it.
Please help me.
Well, one of them's almost down. And once again, one of the few things that can hit Yukari.
I won't lose.
And she's busy healing herself. Ow. More ow.
Shankun's in trouble.
Okay then. I'm going to put Koromaru off of healing and supporting. And I'm also going to go... Let me just see. Some of you are almost down. Yeah, thanks to missing and things like that, one of them's almost still at full health. One of them's a bit more than halfway down, and one of them's almost down. Kind of annoying how they got uneven like that, but let's see, who's my best user of Mediaraha? You're strong to 2 elements. You are weak to thunder, and they could use that. You repel 1 element. It's gonna be pretty funny if they do manage to cast Purple Iron, so I'll just go for that.
So well.
You don't even have Mediarahan, do you? That was really dumb. Well, I suppose you can just power charge. Okay, after this turn, I'm gonna have to put you back on heal/support to get the Masu Hukaja up again. Really not that much to say about this fight at this point. Please, yes, thank you for healing yourself. I'd like somebody to heal Gary Stu, though. Oh, you didn't go for that on him. That would have been funny.
Hang in there.
Okay, Mediarama, that's good. That's very good. Because everyone does need a little bit of healing. Once Yukari learns Mediaraham, that'll be amazing. Okay, that's exactly why I didn't go for... And he got double hit. Okay. Korra-chan back on support. And I am currently power charged, so... Let's go back to Siegfried then. Oh, I suppose we could just show Vorpal Blade. It's not going to be that strong because we're not in... Well, I mean, it's still very, very strong, but not any. That actually did more, though, than Deathbound. Maybe I should have been using that from the start. I just wanted to see criticals because, again, I love all these things that look like when they're knocked down. Yeah, as long as you keep up with the healing, this isn't that bad of a fight, really. It is pretty decently challenging, but it's not terrible. Thank you. No thank you. Okay, one of them's pretty much dead, so gonna go for another Vorpal Blade. That did quite a bit. And is this gonna finish it? Probably not, but it'd be cool if it did. No, not quite. That will, though. There we go, the Noble Seekers are down.
I made up my mind. I won't lose.
It's not really that hard. 15 beads? Really? Well, I guess we don't need to worry about healing for a large stretch of time. It's pretty much all we need in Tartarus now. And, for defeating a boss in this block of Tartarus, we get another rank up for the Judgment Arcana. So if you know what you're doing, you can actually rank this one up very, very quickly. We're now at rank 3 in this. Every boss we take down is going to give us a rank up for it, and it will skip ranks occasionally because there are far less than 10 bosses here. Let's see what our reward is. 1 precious egg. That's a bit underwhelming compared to all those beads that we just got. And that should be... yeah, we're pretty much done here. But I am going to continue on, I think. Gary Stu could get tired, but it's a risk that I'm willing to take. And it gives me an excuse to demo Weary Thrust if he does. So, what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to rearrange the party a bit, just to give some more people some experience. I think I'm going to go for... I suppose since I already used Koromaru before, I'm going to go for Yukari, and then I'm going to put Aegis in. Here's the problem, though. It's kind of an... yeah, we've got enough party members that we're always going to leave one person behind. But out of all of you, who is the most, as far as experience is concerned? Just want to check something. Are you or Ken? Okay, you're very close to the next level. And Ken is... well, you just went through a boss, but... okay, yeah, you're still further. So I will, I think, be keeping this party. I'll need to see if any more of those ergo scales on Aegis are going to actually do something. Oh, wait, you changed it? You got rid of your cobalt legs for some reason. Titanium legs, please tell me. Okay, they were better than the cobalt legs. That's alright. And, oh, ergo scale. Ergo armor is better. Unfortunately, it's just plus 30 SP, which is not really that much for her because her SP barely does anything. I totally forgot when I found this. Kiss of Athena. Strong versus lovers. Let's go for that, obviously. And... yeah, I'll give her the Omega Drive for now. I'm very close to getting a second copy of Lightning Gloves, and I'll definitely put that on her once I do get that. But anyway, now that we've taken down a boss, I'll save, and I'm gonna be going right into the next block of well, not block, but the next area now. So, see you then.